Hi, I'm Matt.
Hey there, I'm Bianca.
And in this episode, we're talking about this brand new room at Club Sapphire and getting back to playing and some of the problems that might happen with it.
So stay tuned.
So this is new.
I know, I'm in love. I swear they made this room just for me. I know they didn't, but I can pretend that they did, right?
Yes, this is the new pink room. The new pink room. You know, so we were supposed to interview Becky today, and she unfortunately wasn't able to make it, so we were going to ask her what the name of this new room is.
I think it's called the pink room.
The pink room? I was going to call it the Bianca room.
Well, I like that even better.
Okay, because this is literally like what your dream bedroom would look like. It's pink.
I mean, pretty close. Like, I'm pretty sure I've had a room that was this color pink before.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. It's super girly. So there's a wall with shelves, and there's gorgeous shoes on the shelves displayed. And I'm pretty sure the shoes are all from club members that have donated them, because I do have a pair of shoes that I donated, or a shoe, the only one in one, that I donated up there. So see if you can figure out which ones are mine, and let me know which ones you think are mine. I think it's gonna be tough. It might be tough. I don't know. I'm curious to see what you say.
Do you think they want other people to bring shoes too?
I have no idea. I would ask Chris or Becky.
Okay.
And then we've got like a whole wall behind us of photographs of lips, like really sexy lips with just like different textures on them, and really, really nice. The inspiration for the room was the feather lamp, which I saw in a store and wanted to buy for myself, but had nowhere really great to put it. So I'm glad that I can like enjoy it here.
What feather lamp?
The feather lamp that's right behind us?
Oh, that feather lamp.
Yeah.
Okay. You're talking about the feather lamp. I don't know what you're talking about.
I really, really wanted this feather lamp in a store, and I was actually shopping with a friend, and we were trying to convince each other to buy it, but neither one of us needed it. So I had nowhere to put it, so I'm glad I get to enjoy it here. There's a really cool piece of art in here. It's a metal
vagina.
It's
a metal vagina.
Like, it's art. It's like a big piece of metal that looks like, I don't know if it's painted or what. I don't know who the artist was that painted this beautiful flowery pink vagina. It's gorgeous. It's really cool. I would put it in my house.
It's a 3-foot vagina. It is the biggest vagina I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's good.
And I've been swinging for a while.
You have.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so this room is just, it's kind of nice to have the contrast of, it's right next door to the BDSM room. Mm-hmm. So you've got, rock and roll and girly.
That's right. Two very extremes right next to each other.
Yes. So if you ever see me at the club and you're wondering which playroom I'm in, you can guarantee I'm probably always going to be in here now.
Yeah, this is.
This is my absolute favorite room. I have never had a favorite room until now.
Okay. You liked them all evenly. Now you're just like, oh no, this is the room.
Whenever someone was like, where do you want to play? It was like, I don't care, whatever. They're all the same to me. Like, it doesn't matter.
You're there for the penis.
Yeah. But now I get to like look at pretty stuff and feel all girly.
Sure.
While getting my brain's fucked out.
That's right. So this is exciting, all these changes that are happening.
It feels like things are really getting back to normal. Like, the excitement of the club, it's like the back to normal excitement of the club. Like, it was, at first, it was like the excitement of reopening and getting back to like, socializing again and making out and having sex and all that kind of stuff. And now that feels like it's kind of back to normal for most people who've been coming a lot. I know that there are some people who are just coming for the first time, and so they're still nervous about dipping their toes in just because like they don't know what to expect, or they don't know how they're going to feel, that kind of stuff, so they take it slowly. But for those of us who've been coming since the opening, it's starting to feel a little bit more normal. So seeing these changes and new things and additions and that kind of stuff is really exciting.
Absolutely.
It feels really good.
And we've definitely seen a lot of people just like raring to go, like chomping at the bit to get back to playing with other people.
For sure.
Like I mean, our dance card has been full, which has been fantastic. But everyone we talk to, they're the same thing. They're just like they're planning Friday night and Saturday night. Then they're going to come to the club. They're going to do this. They're meeting somebody at a hotel. They're doing such and such and such. Like everybody's just doing that because they got a year and a half to kind of just sitting at home, playing with their spouses to play with other people. They got to catch up. So there's just a lot of that going on, which is great. And so, the club's kind of keeping up with that as far as, they've had a lot of people asking about, having a style of room like this that was very feminine. And so they did that. They made this. And it looks spectacular. And I can't wait to see what else they're going to do with it. So it's pretty awesome. And then, of course, we drove up here today. And what was the big change that you saw outside?
Oh my gosh, there's a Mexican restaurant across the street.
yeah. Brand new Mexican restaurant opened up across the street. So that'll be the
pre-game or after game or in between. I don't know.
That's right. Well, let's see. If you ate beforehand and you had Mexican food, is that a good idea for playing?
It doesn't bother my stomach.
Okay.
So
All right. Okay. So we know where you'll be for beforehand.
Yeah.
Every week. Perfect. Okay.
Either before and or after.
Sure.
Yeah. I love a taco.
She does love a taco. Whether it's a human version or they're all good. Now, one other thing that I've seen as people start to kind of get back into lifestyle and playing with other people is actually quite a few people have talked to me about this. About guys not being able to kind of keep things hard, and that
kind of out of practice.
I don't.
It's probably like going back to the beginning, right? When you first started swinging, oftentimes men have trouble because they haven't used the condom. So now you've gone this year and a half, whatever it is, without wearing a condom or having sex with someone else, and all those same issues are coming back. That's what I think it is.
Well, like you said, when people first get into lifestyle, there's a lot of nervousness, there's a lot of mental things going on in your head, and a lot of guys do have problems keeping an erection, and a lot we've talked about that before, and there's quite a few videos that we've mentioned that, and we pretty much say that has to do with a lot of more of just kind of the mental attitude, but also if you've been with the same partner for years or decades or whatever it might be, and you are used to just not using a condom, and then suddenly you do again, and it feels different. It just does. Plain and simple. Yeah. And so that could be a reason why, because guys just don't feel as much when you're wearing a condom. So getting back into that. So what we often do tell new couples, if they do have that problem early on in lifestyle, but now honestly it seems to be kind of an effect for people, whether they've been in lifestyle a long time, they're just kind of getting back into it because it's been a year and a half. And for that, we usually just kind of say with your partner, Practice. Yeah, wear a condom. Yeah. Wear a condom with your spouse that you haven't done that in probably a long time, just so that you can kind of get the vibe of just how that feels again. It's
right, because I think there's not just the feeling of putting the condom on and you get maybe a little soft after you put it on or whatever because of the sensations, but I think also trying to figure out how to keep that moment sexy. Because that's something that, I don't necessarily think of, but maybe I should. And that when a guy is fumbling around, trying to pick a condom and put it on, how can you make him feel still sexy and not nervous? And what can you do? And usually I, will say stuff, maybe I'll talk to him oh, I can't wait for you to fuck me or whatever, some dirty talk or whatever to help him continue to keep his heart on or that.
Get back
in the middle. Or maybe depending on who you are, if you feel comfortable, maybe starting to play with yourself to give him that visual of rubbing your body and, making yourself
for example?
Stop. Or even rubbing him,
Yeah.
Keeping that eye contact, keeping the touch contact, I think that's important to help them along with that. And I have to say I'm not very good at that. And maybe it's because I just now thought of it. But I feel if I'm with someone and they're, not that I leave them off to figure this all out and I'm well, come find me when you've got the condom on. I don't do that. But
yeah, that would work.
I think it depends on the situation too, and how things are going and what's going on and all that kind of stuff. But I think I think I'm going to try that if I have a partner that's having some technical difficulties, try just continuing to rub him, talk dirty, rub myself, whatever I feel in that situation, to help him out, because it's not just, I personally don't care if it happens or not. I really don't. I usually have fun no matter what.
Yeah.
So it doesn't bother me. But I know that for most men, it makes them feel frustrated or upset or whatever. And it just, that like, fuck, they wanted to fuck me and now they can't, kind of thing. And so trying to make them feel as comfortable and at ease is so important.
Yeah, and from a guy's perspective, it's happened to me. It happens to pretty much everybody at some point. Is that you get this mental, oh no, it's not working, and the fact that you're thinking about it makes it worse.
It's like a snowball effect.
Yeah, and it's like
because now you're taking yourself out of the playroom and you're putting yourself in a little dark room with your cock, and you're like, fuck you, what's going on? And you're not in the sexy room anymore because you're too in your head.
That's right. That's right.
So trying to keep yourself calm, level-headed, fuck it. If it happens, great. If not, whatever. And then hopefully having a partner that can, help you out by petting you or whatever it takes.
Sure,
and I know that we've done things before where, like, if we were in the same bed and I get a feeling from you, a vibe from you that you're having some trouble.
You mean if there's like four of us or something?
Yeah,
okay.
If we're within arm's reach. If I can, I'll reach over and help out and do a little bit of something if it's works in that situation.
Sure.
I mean, I'm not going to pull myself away from my partner to help you out necessarily because I don't think that's fair to my partner. Yeah. But if we're right next to each other and I can kind of like pet you a little bit or do something so that you can come back to the room, then I'm going to do that.
Sure.
But I'm not always there because we don't always play in the same room, so I can't always do that. But
I think that those are some good ideas, especially from the perspective of, because we do talk to a lot of women that they'll run into this with a guy and they feel like it's something that they did or it's their fault or they're not pretty enough or whatever it might be. It's very rare it would be something like that. I can't
imagine that if you've already gotten yourself to that back room, to a playroom, then how could it be you at that point?
Right.
Like, unless you did something or said something really weird or something that just like totally killed the mood and like made him not want to have sex with you anymore. I can't. If you're already back there, it can't be you.
Yeah, and so
that's my feeling anyway.
And so oftentimes it's the guy's mental attitude, and so if the woman can do something to help, that is a great trick. Is a great trick. But again, practice those condoms at home. Practice those condoms at home. So like with your spouse, it's not going to be as great with your spouse, but that's okay because you do lots of other things.
Like for me, I should practice putting the condom on you so that I can practice if the guy wants me to put the condom on him or if that's where it goes. That I have practice because I know for me it's awkward for me too because I don't do it as often as you do.
Sure. Yeah.
And so to sit there and figure out which is up.
We can't figure that one out either. That's fine.
And to, do it in a sexy way, like,
with
it's dark in here, and I don't think I'd ever do it with my mouth.
No.
But
some women have done that with their mouth on my cock, which is just pretty hot. It's pretty. I mean, you've got a condom in your mouth, but it's still.
Well, I think for the most part, I think I might consider it moving forward. Maybe I don't know. I've always had a latex allergy that I didn't really realize I had until. I think we were on a cruise and I had a lot of sex and had no idea why things were so swollen. And I figured it was just I had a lot of sex, but no, I was having a latex allergy.
So if it was a non-latex condom, and if it was like grape flavored or strawberry flavored.
Oh God, no, I don't like the flavors. That's the other thing, I don't like the flavor of condoms either. So it's like...
That's why they have the flavored condoms.
I know, but they're so gross. I have actually had, like, I don't know that I've ever put those in my mouth before, but I know I've, like, been on someone's cock after they've had a condom on.
Well, I mean, it's the same. I've gone down on a woman after I've had sex with her with a condom on, and I can taste the latex. I mean, it's no big deal, but I'd rather have grape flavor than the latex flavor. Probably.
I'm sure I could find a sexy way that works for me, though. It may not be using my mouth, and I'm not going to do what... I'm going to do what makes me feel sexy.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do something that's going to make me feel awkward. So if I don't want to put the condom on you with my mouth because I don't feel like I want to do that, then I'm not going to do that.
Sure.
I'll find another way to put it on you in a sexy way that works for my person.
But no, that's good because even having that concept of doing things in a sexy way, even the unsexy parts of sex, can help the guy in those situations because he's just on that borderline of just being frustrated and
we don't want to get there.
That's right, you don't want to get there, and if you get brought back into the sexiness of all of that, like or other things that a woman can do, like nibbling on the ear or talking dirty in his ear or something like that. All of those things
Little
are
kisses on the neck.
yeah, all of those things actually just kind of can help to bring the guy back, and that's usually all it takes.
Yeah.
Because then when things start working, then the guys have kind of this other mental area that's like, yeah, okay, here we go, and then things usually work out very well.
Well, also because unless you've got like a condom sitting like on your chest while you're doing your foreplay, like
Just ready.
there's a you stop for a second, like where did the condom go? How far away is it? So, the sexiness, the foreplay stops while you go search for wherever you put that condom.
Yeah.
So it's you need to get them back there before you maybe go back to getting, like, once they grab the condom, then maybe give them a little more attention to make sure they're nice and hard before they put it on.
Sure.
And you can let the guy be in charge too of how it, if he's like fumbling or whatever, and you start to go down on him again to make sure he's got a nice hard cock. If he's like pushing your head away, like, no, I'm ready to fuck you. Like there, you've got,
Sure.
He's ready.
Perfect. Well, we learned something today. Okay,
Yes.
Thank you. Maybe next time we'll talk about if you have premature issues. There you go. So stay tuned for that. Okay, in the meantime, go check out www.clubsapphire.net. Check out all the awesome events that are coming up. Now things are opening up again. There's parties. Parties are on Wednesdays starting again. So it's amazing. We're back to normal around here. Yeah. So it's awesome. So if you haven't been back yet, please do come and join us and join all your friends. Everybody misses you. So and if you're brand new here, you're going to make a shit ton of friends just by coming in and out of the week.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Of course, please do make sure that you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and click the little bell button that says when we upload a new video every few weeks.
You get all the notifications.
Yes, perfect. All right, well, anything else you want to say?
No, that's it.
Well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.